Really meaningful. I'm grateful for it. So thank you. You guys have been able to, I've been able to come back and back and back and back for a lot of years. In fact, if there are any of the years, it's killer. So thank you very much for making that tonight. We got stuff over there where that very attractive man in the red and black plaid shirt is, and that's Jeff. And I'm going to walk over there after I play this song. If y'all want to come up and say hello, you are invited to do that. If you don't, you're invited not to also. It's not mandatory. But I'm Kevin Devine. You guys have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much. My mom goes and sees Paul McCartney play a lot. And which is great. He's great. He's a Beatle. He's great. He's like arguably the Beatle. He's not my Beatle, but he's the Beatle, you know?
Who's your Beatle?
Here's a good story. When I was a younger man, not that I'm like that old now, but when I was 62 now, so when I was 43. When I was a younger man, it was definitely John without question, because of the edge, the inner looking in and taking it apart, and some of the politicized stuff, and the cool, just his songs are fucking cool. Songs on the White Album by him are like so cool. Happiness is a Warm Gun is like, holy shit. Who wrote that song? It's insane, you know? And then, at some point you're like, oh, but George is like really where it's at. And George is like really sort of chill, peaceful, has this way of being in the world. You know, he's like the resident kind of Buddhist. And then he makes All Things Must Pass, which is kind of inarguably the best Beatle solo record, you know? But then he kind of, what happened after that? You know, it's tough to say. Then, Ringo's cute, you know? But then, Paul, you kind of realize like, oh shit, dude, Paul is like kind of the best, like he could do anything he wanted musically. He's kind of the best musician by far. And I heard a story from this guy, Rob Schneff, that we made the Bulldozer record and the Put Your Ghost to Rest record with. And I went to work with that guy because I was a fucking freak, big Elliott Smith fan, and he made all those records. And I was 25, and I thought like, they asked me, who do you want to make a record with? And I was like, that guy? And he was like, yes. And I was like, really? That's how it works? It's not how it works. It worked like that one time. But he said they were talking about it once, and they were talking about how cool John's songs were and how progressed George's mindset was. And then Elliott Smith said, and that's why it sucks that Paul's the best one. And Rob was like, no fucking way. And he kind of made this really compelling case, like, what's the coolest part of Taxman? And Rob was like, the guitar solo. And Elliott was like, Paul. And then like went through a whole bunch of songs that weren't Paul's, and you're like, you know the coolest part of that song? Paul. And I was like, fuck. This isn't a Beatles song or anything. I don't know how we got there. But you guys have been great. Thanks for letting me talk about bullshit for the last minute and a half. And we'll see you over there. Thank you very much. Imagine there's no heaven. It's no. But I will say, John wrote a fucking socialist lullaby that like is the most famous song ever. Like no one even listens to how it's a fucking, that's badass, you know? But you know, capitalism's cool too. If you want to buy shit, that's fine. Really? Is that what you want? It's 2 minutes long. It won't be the final song. We'll do this very quickly, then try to rein it in. There was a time when I was younger, you know, again when I was 43, that I did mushrooms a fair amount and other drugs, and I wrote a song one night, one morning, 7 in the morning, and I called my manager John, and I was like, dude, wake up. And he was like, what, man, what the fuck? I was like, listen, I'm sorry, but I wrote a song that's gonna make us $1 million. And I was like, no, but then I was like, it goes like this. He's like, okay, cool. He was like, he got a little excited, you know. And then this is what I played him. I got shiny lips and I got a brand new car, but that don't mean you'll hang out with me, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're too busy making rebounds. You're too busy blocking shots to make time for me. Make time for me. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's like, you're an asshole. That was by request to someone over there, and here's the real last song. For real, thank you guys very much. Drinking alone, so what does that make me? My hands, they always shake, and no one's calling my phone, so what does that make me? And I know a kid with his guitar so drunk and anxious it got done to death. You showed me what hadn't I tried it. Selfish enough to wanna get better, but I'm backwards enough not to take every step to get there. So when you realize it's a pattern and not a phase, it's what you've become and it's what you will stay, that's ball game. And I can't make room in my life for anyone else like me. So I've been driving away on all the people who help me before they can leave. And I still don't even know what I need to do to fix myself, you see. I'm trying now for the first time to get and stay free. There's a clamp across my chest that tightens every time I lapse into another sorry story about some miserable collapse, a bronze box I keep encased in glass and dust off whenever we play in your city. But lately I've had to come to grips with scope and figure how my problems stack up in a world 2 steps from ruin. I do not believe in the rapture, but either way I realize that my troubles are as small as they could be, which makes me feel worse for even feeling this bad in the first place. Most days, 'cause there are 10 wars going on and all the flags are still waving. Daniel's 20-year-old friends are now 30, willing and serving. They're Marines and they showed me, and it makes me sad. It made me really fucking sad, but at least they asked. Me, I bite my tongue. I tell my brother you wish them luck. I pray that they come back to a God I make, and I used to drink that thought away, but I got too drunk for that. So when you realize it's a pattern and not a phase, it's what you've become and it's what you will stay, that's ball game. No, no. Yeah, when you realize it's what you will stay, let's ball game. Yeah, when you realize it's a pattern and it's not a phase, it's what you've become and it's what you will stay, let's ball game. She says I wanna be free. I say free from what? She took a kid by the arm and said you piss away the things you love. You go auditioning replacements, church pew to rock club to basement. And in the back of your mind, you hope that your true love is waiting. And what a gift if they waited. They're just not gonna come looking for us anymore. So wake up, 'cause we're not done. We can fix ourselves up, kids. We can learn how to love the way we're wired to love someone besides ourselves for once, and mean something for more than 6 months. There's work to be done. Thank you guys very much. Y'all are great every time. Thank you. See you over there.